Welcome there, mariners. Captain Alex here. Welcome back to our series on mastering your electronic chart system. Today, we read diving into a crucial topic that often gets overlooked but is absolutely vital for safe and efficient navigation, creating and understanding your own custom user chart features. Think of it as personalizing your digital map, marking it up with your own expert knowledge to make every voyage smoother. Why is this so important? Well, standard charts are fantastic, but they can't know your vessel's specific needs, your company's procedures, or the unique conditions you might face. By adding your own layers of information, you transform a generic chart into a powerful, personalized tool. You're not just a passive user, you become an active creator of your own navigational safety net. This is where you can flag hazards specific to your draft, highlight preferred routes, or mark essential operational points. So, grab your virtual pen and let's get ready to make those charts truly your own. It's a skill that separates the good navigators from the great ones. Let's start with the most critical feature you'll create, the no-go zone. Imagine this as your ultimate safety boundary, the digital equivalent of a big red stop sign on your chart. How do we create it? Simple. We use a polygon tool. You'll draw a closed shape around any area that is unsafe for your vessel to enter. This could be due to insufficient depth, a restricted area, or a known obstruction that isn't clearly marked. Now, the color is key for instant recognition. We always color these no-go zones in red. Why red? Because universally, red signals danger and demands immediate attention. When you're on the bridge, perhaps tired after a long watch, a bright red polygon is unmistakable. Its purpose is singular and non-negotiable, grounding prevention. By clearly delineating these areas, you create a visual barrier that your vessel must never cross. Setting up these no-go zones before your voyage is a fundamental part of passage planning. It's your first and strongest line of defense against running aground. Next up, let's talk about marking smaller, more isolated dangers. Sometimes an entire area isn't a no-go zone, but it contains a specific hazard you need to be aware of. For this, we use a simple but effective symbol, a cross. Think of it as X marks the spot, but in this case, the spot is a place to avoid. We use this cross symbol to pinpoint things like a shallow patch, an isolated rock, a submerged wreck, or any other point-specific danger that could pose a risk to your navigation. And what color do we use? We use black. A black cross provides clear, high contrast against the typically lighter backgrounds of nautical charts, making it easy to spot at a glance. The purpose of this feature is to highlight a specific danger area. Unlike the broad no-go zone, this tells you, be extra cautious right here. It's a quick visual cue to check your depth, give the point a wide berth, and maintain heightened situational awareness as you pass by. It's an essential tool for micronavigation and keeping your vessel out of harm's way. Alright, navigation isn't just about avoiding danger. It's also about planning for safety and contingencies. This brings us to our next feature, the safe anchorage. Every good passage plan includes designated safe havens where you can take shelter in case of bad weather, an equipment failure, or any other emergency. To mark these spots on our user chart, we use a circle symbol. A simple, clean circle is easy to identify and doesn't clutter the chart. And the color we use for this is green. Green universally signifies safe, go, or all clear. So, when you see a green circle on your chart, you instantly recognize it as a pre-assessed location where you can safely drop anchor. The purpose of this feature is to be a core part of your emergency plan. Having these anchorages marked out in advance saves you critical time and reduces stress during a high-pressure situation. Instead of frantically searching the chart for a suitable spot, you can navigate directly to a green circle, confident that it meets the requirements for depth, holding ground, and shelter. Now let's move on to features that are more about the operational side of your voyage. A common point of interest for any large vessel is the pilot station. This is the designated location where a local pilot embarks or disembarks your ship to guide it through confined or tricky waters like a harbor entrance or a narrow channel. It's a critical point in your passage. To mark this on our user chart, we use a flag symbol. A flag is intuitive. It signals an official point or a place of meeting. And for the color, we use blue. Blue is a great color for operational information because it is distinct from the red danger and green safety we've already established. It stands out without causing alarm. The purpose of marking a pilot station with a blue flag is purely for operational use. It helps the bridge team prepare for the maneuver. You can see at a glance where you need to be, rig the pilot ladder on the correct side, and have all personnel ready. It streamlines communication and ensures the pilot transfer happens smoothly and efficiently. So let's do a quick recap of our custom user chart features, because this is your new visual language for safer navigation. First, we have the no-go zone. This is represented by a red polygon. Its purpose is absolute, grounding prevention. If you see red, you do not enter. It's your hard boundary for safety. Second, we have the shallow patch or isolated danger. We mark this with a black cross. This is your warning sign for a specific point hazard, reminding you to be extra cautious in that precise location. Third is the safe anchorage, marked by a green circle. This is your pre-planned safe haven, a key component of your emergency preparedness plan. When you need a safe spot, you head for the green. Finally, we have operational points like a pilot station, which we mark with a blue flag. This is for logistical and operational use, helping you manage the practical steps of your voyage efficiently. By consistently using these symbols and colors, red for danger, green for safety, black for caution, and blue for operations, you create a chart that speaks to you in a clear, immediate, and unambiguous way. Why is this structured approach so powerful? Because it builds what we call at-a-glance comprehension. On the bridge, you're processing a huge amount of information from various sources: radar, eyes, engine controls, and communications. Your electronic chart shouldn't add to the cognitive load, it should reduce it. By using a standardized system of symbols and colors, you train your brain to instantly recognize the meaning of each feature without having to stop and think. Red polygon, stay away. Green circle, safe place. Black cross, watch out. Blue flag, prepare for pilot. This instant recognition frees up your mental bandwidth to focus on more dynamic aspects of navigation, like collision avoidance and vessel handling. It reduces the risk of human error, especially under fatigue or stress. You're no longer just reading a map. You're interpreting a rich, layered safety and operational dashboard that you created yourself. This is the hallmark of a truly professional and proactive mariner. It's about making technology work for you, not the other way around. So, my challenge to you is this. Before your next voyage, open up your electronic chart system and start practicing. Pick a familiar route and begin adding these user features. Draw red polygons around areas your vessel can't go. Drop black crosses on known hazards you always keep an eye on. Mark your favorite fair weather and heavy weather anchorages with green circles. And plot your operational points, like pilot stations or VTS calling in points, with blue flags. Get comfortable with the tools your system provides. The more you use them, the faster and more intuitive the process will become. Remember, this isn't just busy work, it's a critical safety function. A well-prepared user chart is a reflection of a well-prepared navigator. It shows you've thought through the voyage, anticipated challenges, and created a plan for both normal operations and emergencies. It's your story, your expertise, and your safety plan written directly onto the map. And that's our deep dive into creating sample user chart features. By mastering this simple system of symbols and colors, you can dramatically enhance your situational awareness and navigational safety. It's a fundamental skill that empowers you to take full control of your electronic charts. Thanks for joining us today on The Bridge. I hope you found this information valuable. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on professional seamanship. Ring that notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Stay safe out there, and may you always have a clear chart and a steady course. Until next time,